Okay, what's up guys? In the last video I made some weapon equips. So I made it so that the player can equip the sword or the gun. Today I'm going to try and make all of it functional, and I'm also going to create a dummy enemy character so that we can test out some of this attack functionality. So first of all, I'm going to go into the animator folder, have the animator open, and go to the base layer. The first thing I need to do is this attack variable. I need to change it to attack 1. I want to create 3 more triggers. Just give me Okay, so I need to rename these attack 2, attack 3, attack 4. Okay, so I'm going to start with the regular attacks where there's no weapon equipped. So the first one is called, I'm going to rename it here. Okay. So all these are melee, like the 2 kicks and the 2 punches. I'm gonna right click on the first blend tree and make transitions going straight to each of these attacks. I'm going to do another transition in the opposite direction, coming back. So for the ones that are pointing to the attacks, I'm going to click that. I'm going to uncheck has exit time, and I select attack 1. For the next one I'm going to do the same thing, except this is going to be attack 2, attack 3, and attack 4. And so on the way there, it only goes to the attack if the respective attack trigger is activated, and once it does that once, it fires back, so there's no condition required to go back. Okay, so that's the first set. The second set is sword 1, sword 2, sword 3, and sword 4. Oops. select them. The first one, attack 1. Attack 2. Attack 3. Attack 4. And for all of them I need to make a transition back. Okay, so that's good. Now I need to go into the scripts folder. One thing I'm going to do is I need to create a variable. Okay, so at the very top of the player movement script, I'm going to create a variable. It's going to be a boolean. It's going to be called can_attack, and by default it's going to be set to true. So I need to go down to if input get mouse button down 0, which is that the left mouse button is pressed, and if either equip number and is equal to 0 or equip number is equal to 1, then oh sorry, this is not, I have to go back here, this is a float. Oh no, this is right, but that's not the one I'm using right now. I need to create another one called a float called which attack, and I want to it's going to be set to 1. So when the button is pressed and the equip number is either 0 or 1, it's going to ask another condition. If if which attack equals 1, then immediately which attack is going to be set to 2. So I need to copy and paste this 3 more times because there's a total of 4 attacks. So the next, at the bottom, there are going to be else ifs. So if okay, so if it equals 1, then it's 2. If it's 2, then it's 3. If it's 3, then it's 4. And then if it's 4, set it back to 1, which loops it around, and then we take this. So this one is going to be attack 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I compile that, after that's compiled, I'm going to go back into the editor, and it's going to take a second. Okay, so if I press play, so if I press the left mouse button, these attacks are bigger in scale. Another problem is, oh, actually, that's okay. If I press just say the button 3 times, it'll actually play 3 attacks in a row, but before it goes on to the next attack, it will like let the first attack complete first. So if I press the button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's strange. Okay, okay, so before I go in and try and fix the scaling issue, I'm going to create a dummy enemy. So I created an Android folder, and let's see, I'll put one into the scene. Oops, I need to get the textures again, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to create an empty object, call it Android call this one fighter. This is one with no weapon. And I'm going to parent the default pose under the empty object, and I'm going to scale it down to half, so 0.5. I'm going to grab the empty object and move it forward. Actually, I'm going to separate that for a second. Okay, so I'm trying to make the transform 0, 0, 0. Now, when I move forward, the locator should be at his feet. We'll spin him around 180. Okay, and the model selected. Okay, yeah, I need to create an avatar from this model. Hit apply. I'm going to go back into the Android fighter. Actually, I'm going to go into the animator first. Create animator controller, Android animator. I'm going to select the Android fighter, add component, animator, and under avatar I need to select the Android default pose avatar and Android animator. Okay, so I'm going to open up the Android animator, right click, from new blend tree, double click, same as the player character. 3 motion fields. The first one's going to be Android, idle, Android walk, and run. Just going to double check to see if it works. So idling, walking, and running. Okay, that's good. Another thing that I need to add to the Android Fighter is capsule collider. Radius. Again, I'm just going to eyeball this. Oops. I'm going to make sure it's touching the bottom of the seat. That looks pretty good. And got to go into scripts, create a script. This one's going to be called Android underscore fighter. And I'm going to open that up. Okay. So first thing I need to do is I need to create a namespace. Namespace. I'll call it Fighter Android. So when I create namespaces, basically what a namespace is when just say another script like the player script wants to reference, wants to do something with it. Just say this script here, this Android Fighter. We have to create a namespace. We're basically giving it a name that I guess that Unity can recognize or something. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we have to give it a namespace. Usually I just take the name of the script and I reverse the name or the 2 words. So if the script is called Android underscore fighter, I'll just call it the namespace fighter Android. So once you type that in, you have to create these curly brackets that cover the entire script. So once that namespace is created, you go into the script that you want to access it from. So I want to access it from player script, player movement. And at the top, we're going to type in using Fighter Android. So that's how I make reference to it. But with that done, whenever the player shoots, it's sending out a raycast to see if it has any enemies. So here, I'm going to do one for the Android Fighter. So this would be, starts off with the name of the script, which is Android Fighter. Target equals hit dot transform dot get component Android underscore fighter. And then below that, if target does not equal null, then target take damage first. I need to go to one of my okay. I need to create public float damage. We'll equal that to 1. So basically this is still underlined in red because the Android fighter, I need to code public void take hit float damage amount. I could just make it so that he, so that the enemy disappears as soon as it takes a shot, but I want to give it a delay. Start 15. Just trying to check one more thing. I'm going to copy and paste this. Okay, so now if I compile this, oh, this needs to be named take damage. Okay, so what's happening here is in the player movement, when the player shoots and hits an enemy, just say it hits the this android fighter, it's gonna basically send a message of this damage, which is amount 1. So as you can see, it says take damage. This take damage is referring to this take damage. So this method here is only triggered when this raycast hits this particular enemy. And once that is triggered, it starts the start coroutine, which is basically one way of doing a delay. So start coroutine dead, then it goes to enumerator dead, like this triggers this, and after 1 second it destroys game object. Okay, so that's good for now. Next thing that I need to do is I need to go into the player, and I need to actually first I need to create the reticle. Okay, so in order to create the reticle, I need to select the female warrior, and under that I'm going to create UI, I believe it's canvas, and I need to go, I have to press this cube to go into orthographic mode, and I believe if I zoom way out, okay, oops, this is the canvas panel, and I'm not sure why it's so big, but under the canvas I need to create an image, and that image create a folder called artwork. So the image is going to be, well, first I need to select this image, and I'm going to make sure that it's under texture type. I've got to make a sprite, then hit apply. As soon as I do that, it gives you like the alpha in the background. Go back to the canvas image, and as you can see, it says the source image, it says sprite, so it's got to be a sprite. I'm going to get crosshair, and I'll scale it down a bit, maybe 0.3. That's too small, 0.5. Okay. If I were to go and hit play, as you can see, it's in the middle of the screen, but I need to change it so that if I equip the sword and then equip the gun, I need the camera to move a bit towards the player. Right now it's kind of sitting on top of the player. So there's two things that I'm going to do. I'm going to go into, I want to go back into 3D mode. I have to create an empty. I'm going to call it cam location. Whoops. location, reset, create another one called cam aim location, reset that. So I'm going to get under the camera, I want to get the actual camera. I'm going to copy position and apply it to both of these. Paste position, paste position. So both of these are I'm going to parent them under the female warrior. So this cam location can stay where it is. It's going to be aligned. Whenever it's not aiming, the camera is going to move towards this cam location. When it is aiming, the camera is going to move towards this location. So right now I'm just going to guess roughly where it should be. I think right about there. Oh, and by the way, in Unity, I believe the Z is blue, is the forward. In Unreal, X is the forward, but in Unity, it's Z. Leave it like that for now. So I need to go into here, I need to create some game objects. Public aim, public cam location, public aim object, cam aim location. So what I'm going to do, so if equip number is, okay, I'll just do another one down here. I'll create two forward slashes to make a note. Moves camera to location or aim location. So I'll start with an if equip number equals 0, or those two vertical lines mean or equip number equals 1. Else if equip number equals 2. So I'm going to type in transform dot, sorry, FPS cam dot transform position equals vector 3 dot move towards transform position cam location dot transform dot position. I'm going to give it a number. Let's try 50. That's a variable number for speed times time dot delta to time. So I can adjust that number if it's too fast or too slow. I'm going to do another one. FPS cam transform dot rotation equals quaternion dot rotate towards transform rotation cam location transform rotation times time dot delta time. Actually, I need to make these PS cam, FPS cam. So if quick number equals 2, then it's going to constantly move towards cam aim location, and it's going to constantly rotate to cam aim location. I think that looks good for now. I'm going to compile that. One other thing that I should do is I should have this off, the reticle off normally, and go back into the script and create game object reticle. So the same place where I created this, if a quick number is either 0 or 1, reticle set active false. But if a quick number equals 2, then this should be true. Okay. So I have to remember to go down here and I have to fill in these fields. So the first one is cam location, cam aim location, and the reticle image. So I'm going to try this out. So if I press equip once more, so I got it working now. The reason why it wasn't working is because number one, I don't know if you noticed, but the reticle wasn't showing up. All I had to do was move this piece of code from the bottom to the top. It wasn't reading it because it was at the bottom. Another thing, when I first coded this, I was using the first person cam, this one right here. But the problem, it wasn't, for some reason it wasn't working. I think it was because it was of type camera. So I created another one called cam, which is of type game object. So instead of using this first person cam, I replaced the first person cam with just cam. So if I go ahead, and you also have to remember to dump the camera into this new cam that I've created, because I'm no longer referencing the one right above it, FPS cam. So now if I play, everything works fine. So now if I aim, okay, it's going a little bit fast. I'm going to change this to 10. Okay, so if I play now, so if I equip the gun, it should go a little bit slower. It's a tiny bit slower. It could be a little bit slower than that, but it's okay. Another thing that I should do is have her rotating, because if I play it again, so if I equip the gun, she's rotating with in the yaw or the y-axis from left to right, but when I look up or look down, she doesn't rotate. That's one thing. And this is also really sensitive. Can't even control. Set the camera sensitivity to 100. Okay. I should also mention that the cam location and cam aim location, it should be parented under the camera. If it's outside the camera, then these two are not going to follow the camera movement. So that, if it doesn't do that, then this camera is just going to follow wherever these two are located in the world. So you can't have that. So make sure it's parented under the camera. So now I'm going to create a thing called the aim constraint. But before you do that, you have to go into the package manager, and with Unity registry selected, you have to go into packages and select the animation rigging, and then install it. As you can see, on mine it says remove, because I've just installed it. But once that's installed, you get a drop down right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select. You have to select the armature. So this is the FBX file. And within that, there's the armature. With that armature selected, you select rig setup. And if you open that up, at the very bottom, there's a rig. With that selected, I'm going to create an empty object, and I'll call it aim. And on that empty object, I'm going to add component. I want to get multi-aim constraint. With that, so with that done, I need to go into, first of all, I need to find the name of the bone that I want to rotate while she's aiming. When she's looking up, I want her to, when the camera's looking up, I want her to aim up. And when the camera's looking down, I want her to rotate down as well. And I'm going to use probably the spline one. So if you go back here, it asks for a spline. So I'm just going to drag and drop, or it asks for any object of your choice. I want to use the spline one, so I'm going to drag and drop that. But it also asks for aim axis, like the direction that it's aiming, and the up axis. So what I need to do is I need to select that, and in local mode, I need to see that the Z is up, but the Y is negative. Okay, so negative Y for the forward. So the aim axis is negative Y, and the up is Z. So for this, I'm going to select the camera, and under the camera, I'm going to create an empty called aim lookout. And I'm going to place it directly, not too far, but maybe at about just below chest level, right between her chest and abs, like maybe her somewhere like maybe her sternum. And I believe that this is asking for that aim lookout. Because it's parented to the camera, whenever the camera rotates, it's going to rotate in relation to that camera. So now, if I play, it's working now. So as you can see, when you look down, she looks down. It's not perfect, but the only problem is she's rotating even though she's not aiming. So what I need to do is I'm going to declare public game object rig builder, and when that equip number so it's going to be set active false when equip number 0 or 1, and if it's equip number equals 2 when she's aiming, rig builder set active is true. Let's see if this works. Okay, so by default, it's going to be set to false. I select the female warrior, and I need to put the rig builder there. Let's see if this works now. Okay, so when she's not aiming, it does the same thing. It's not working. Okay, so you'll have to pardon me while I fix this. Okay, so I figured out some things here. To solve the problem of the aim rotation when the character's not aiming, first you need to go into your player movement script, and you need to type in using Unity Engine animations rigging, and from there you have to create a public game object aim which references this aim that we created, and from this aim we're trying to get this multi-aim constraint. So we create another variable called multi-aim constraint of type multi-aim constraint, and we grab that multi-aim constraint from this aim. We get the component multi-aim constraint. So whenever the equip number is set to 1, the weight is 0. When it gets set to 2, the weight is 1. That's when the gun is equipped. And when the equip number gets set back to 0 again, then again the weight is 0. Another thing too, I just quickly recoded the Android fighter. When he takes damage, I created the health variable so that when he takes a hit, it's health minus equals the damage amount, which is 1. And as soon as it is below, smaller or equal to 0, it starts the coroutine, and after 1 second it disappears. And also you have to make sure, in order to, the reason why the enemy wasn't dying before was because I didn't specify the first person cam, and all I had to do was take the actual cam, not the parent, but the actual camera, and plunk it in there. So if I test it now, as you can see, as I rotate around, her spine bone is not rotating, which is good. Same thing with the sword selected. And as soon as I equip the gun, if I aim up, she looks up. If I aim down, she looks down. And if I go ahead and shoot the enemy, after 1 second he's gone. Okay, so one last thing that I would like to do is, let's go in here once more and show you. If I have the gun equipped, you can barely notice it, but when it's walking or running, when it's running or walking forward, it's fine, but it's using the exact same animations for the side movement and the backwards movement. So there's a way to fix that. I'll show you. Okay, actually I've decided not to do the animations for the gun. I think I'll save that for a later tutorial, but for now I'll just show you. I changed the scale of the attack animations. It was basically just a matter of going into Blender, just scaling down the armature and then re-exporting the entire thing. So now if I attack, the scale is all right. Okay, so with that, I'm going to cut it off here. Yeah, so in the next tutorial, I'll probably create a couple more enemies, and then I'll show you how to code them so that they actually run towards the character and start attacking and stuff. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.